Hello friends, welcome to BISP Solution. Now let's start our today's session related to order management applications. Right. So this is our today's topic, that is sales return and real-time supply update. The sales return is also known as the return material authorization, and we'll see how it will perform in our application, and at the end we will see the real-time supply update, right? So in our last session, we already seen what is O to C cycle. It is order to cash cycle, right? So in order to cash cycle, we already perform that how we create the sales order, right? So in our order management application, we create the sales order. So under the sales order, first we have to identify the requirements of the items and the goods, right? So based on the item, we insert the item name and description over, and we have to check the on and quantity, right? The on and quantity over here, and at the end we book this sales order. And after booking this sales order, we have to perform the shipping execution, that is pick, release, and ship confirm. We already perform all those things, and after that we create the auto invoice, and the invoice created in the account receivable. And after collecting the payment from the customer, you can create the receipt, and you can perform the bank reconciliation in our cash management, right? So this is the O2C cycle in our application. So in case when you provide some item and goods to our customer, in any case the items have some mistake, error, in UK the uh, some issue in our product, so the customer return this item to our organization. So how it is possible, we will see, right? So till the bank reconciliation are the same. After that we create uh, the return, right? You can see first we have to set the returnable attribute item at both level, at the item level and master level, at item master level, and at the child inventory level, right? We have to set this returnable, right? And after that we have to run this collect planning data, and we have to run this refresh and start the order promising server, right? So with the help of this to ESS job, the all the setups, uh, like we creating the inventory organization, creating the item on and quantity, all these things synchronize from inventory to our receivable, sorry, order management application, right? These are the things over here, right? And after that we create the sales order and book the sales order, and after that we pick, release, ship confirmation, and creating the auto invoice and receivable. And after that, when the customer receive the item and if some mistake in the item, he can return the item in our organization. So in that case we create the return, sales return, right? And we have to create the receive expected shipment, so that our item comes under the receiving area, you can say the staging area, right? And after this staging area, it convert it comes under, then you can say the move from the receiving area to our inventory area. So we have to perform this uh, put away receipt, right? And after completing this create, receive, expectation, shipment, you can say the put away receipt. And after that we have to send the receipt confirmation, right? So based on this run this ESS job, send receipt confirmation, the system automatically create the credit memo in our account receivable, right? So no need to create the manually. If your setups are the manually creation of this credit memo, then you can create, and either otherwise you can create automatically by the system, right? By submitting this send receipt confirmation job in our application, right? So these are the sales written process in our application, right? So let's start from the set returnable attribute at the item level, right? So start with these things, right? No issue. So let's move to our application. So this is our application here, right? We have to go to this navigator. Now go to the like we have the product management and click on this product information management, right? Right. Now let's click on this task list and go to this manage item. Now our item is sorry is 46,336, right? Sorry, we have to again go to this search icon and we have the organization, right? So at this organization level, first is our item level organization. So click on this item name, item code, sorry. No issue. This is our tablet. Go to the specification, right? And under the item organization, we have the sales and order management related options, right? No issue. So under the sales and order management, we have the order management and we have the returnable is yes, right? So we have to enable this in our item master level and at the same in our child inventory level, right? So now go to the child level, child inventory level. So click on this item name. Again, go to the specification and the sales and order management and the returnable option is enable and right. No issue. Cancel out. So if your option is not enabled, we have to enable it. And either you can, if you want to create new item in our application, you have to create this one, and we have to enable the returnable option in our item master as well as at the child level, right? We should it's done. Now let's perform the collect planning data is this job. So click on this tools and click on the schedule process. So click on the schedule process. No issue, we have to perform this job, that is collect planning, right? So we have the job name is collect planning data. No, this is here not. We have to click on this navigator and we have to go to this supply chain planning. Click on this plan inputs. Right, now click on this task list and click on this collect planning data. Right, so what is the source system? So OBS is our source system, right? And if you have any collection template, you can provide here, right? So whenever you perform this returnable option, if you have enabled the returnable option at the item level, item master level, and the child level, and you have to perform this collect planning data only on the item level, right? See, so we have to we no need to select all the entities. Uh, you can select only the item, right? Because uh, we are we performed it addition of some, you can say, the we only enable the option in the item level, right? At the item, right? We are not creating any inventory, and you can say the sub inventory organization, right? So no need to add all the entity in our this section. We can only select this item and select over here, right? And in the same way, in the supply planning, no need to select anything, right? So we have already select this thing and click on this submit. Yes. So this is 9166 is our process ID 9166. Click OK. Now let's go to the ESS shop. Click on this schedule process. Right. So again refresh it. Right. So this is 966. 9166 is our collection job set. Right. It's running condition. 9166. I think it will take a few minutes. Refresh it again and again till the status gets succeeded for this 9166 process ID. Now, right, no issue. We have the search icon. Now our collection job set gets succeeded over here, right, Vishu? Now let's again click on this schedule new process, and we have to perform the refresh and start the order promising server, right? So refresh the data used by the Oracle Fusion global order promising server and start the order promising server, right? No issue. Click OK. Now we have to select all the things. The item. We have only performed the item, so no need to worry about all the things. So click on submit. So this is also 9178. Click OK. Status is running. Click on this refresh icon. Can click on this refresh icon. Status is pulled. Click on refresh till the status gets succeeded. Status is running. Just wait for a while. Please wait for a while till the status gets succeeded. Because it will take some few minutes, like 10 to 15 minutes. So now our next task is create sales order, book the sales order, pick release and ship confirm. So wait for a while till the status gets succeeded for this ESS job. This refresh and start the order promising server. So let's move ahead. We need to wait for this status because uh, we have already enabled the status, the option, that option, that returnable option is already enabled. So no need to worried about that. I think let's move ahead. I think it will take more time to complete this process. So meanwhile, we create the sales order. Now the status is succeeded, no issue. Now next task is create sales order. So let's move to our order management and let's create one sales order. So go to the order management, click on this order management again. Click on this create order. Either you can create by this task, right? Same option landed on the same page, right? So what are the basic details? We have to provide the sales order. Like first, we have to provide the US one. And this is our business unit. And what is the customer? Customer is nothing but business world. Yes, this is business world. Right. System will fetch all the information from this customer, like bill to customer, bill to account, ship to customer, right? All the things comes from the customer information, right? Now let's move ahead. Now let's select our item, right? So item is as 46,36, right? So select the item and click OK, right? So this is in stock and the sales price is 160. Let's add, and how much quantity you want to sell to our customer. Suppose we are going to sell 10 quantity from our application to our customer, right? So let's define 10 quantity, and out of 10 quantity we return 2 quantity, right? No issue. Click on the shipment details. What are the shipping method you can define over here? Like we have the FedEx, overnight. So this is our, click on search, click on search again. So this is our priority overnight. Click OK. Right. And what is the supply? Supply is warehouse 001 seater is our supply warehouse, right? No issue. So this is the basic requirement, and you can set the basic details we have provided to this sales order. Now we have to validate this. So let's click on this validate. Let's click yes. Right. So the validation completed without any error. Right. This is our in sales order number, and the draft is the status. Now click on submit. Right. So this is our sales order. We have to copy this sales order number because it is required. Right. So copy sales order. Okay, done. Right. So we have created the sales order ratio. Now status is not started. Status is not started. Click on the refresh. Refresh till the status gets scheduled. Right. And you can see over here the return option is disabled over here. So when we perform the shipping in our for our item in our application, so after that we when we perform the sales return, at that time this option gets enabled. Right. We'll see. What is the issue? It's not gets. Yes, the status gets scheduled. Again, click on refresh. Because if we in our on hand quantity is greater than the sales order quantity, so the status is reserved, converted into the reserve, right? otherwise it will not be turns into the reserved, right? So when we will see in our next topic, if the uh, sales order quantity is greater than available quantity on and quantity, then the status is not turns into the reserved, right? So right now our status is awaiting shipping because the on hand quantity is greater than the sales order quantity, right? So waiting for shipping. Our item is now waiting for the shipping, right? No issue. Now what is our next task is book sales. Now pick release. We have to pick release and ship confirmation. So how we can perform? We have to move to the inventory management so that at that inventory, because these two tasks are the inventory tasks, right? So we have to go to the inventory management, supply chain execution, go to the inventory management, click on this task list, go to the shipment and click on manage shipment line. First we have to click on this manage shipment line, and whenever you perform this pick release, after that we have to go to manage shipment for performing the pick confirm, right? Ship confirm, sorry, right? So we have to insert the order number and search it. It will be landed on the edit portion of this sales order, where we can release this item for the shipping, right? We have to release the item from the inventory. So this is a mandatory process. Just wait for a while. Right, so this is the edit of this shipment line, right? And we have this order line one, and the order type is sales order and ready to release, right? Our item is ready to release. So we have before, so no issue. Click on this action and click on this pick release. So we are going to perform this pick release process for our sales order for our item, right? So the request submitted. Okay. Now let's check the status. So we have can cancel out. You can set the 7 close. Let's check the manage shipment line and the status. Previously it was in the shipping, awaiting shipping, and let's check. Right now the line status is stacked, right? So the item uh, comes from inventory area to in our stacking area, and you can say that the receiving area, right? So from the receiving area we have to perform one process, that is pick confirm, right? Ship confirm, sorry, it is ship confirm. That's first we have to copy this shipment so that we can easily identify our item, right? Shipment number, that is, this is our shipment number. No issue. Let's cancel out. Now go to the tasks list and click on this manage shipment. So under the manage shipment, we can perform the process, that is ship confirm, right? Ship confirmation process, right? So we have to search by shipment number. Search it. Right, so this is our shipment number, that is shipping method, right? No issue, that is our line. Click on this show details, where we have to set our transportation reason. So we are performing our sales, right? The item for the sales. Right, no issue. Now again go to the lines and you can see our status is uh, stacked till in the stack, right? And what is the shipped quantity? So I am going to whole quantity, the same from the requested quantity. The requested quantity is same as the shipped quantity right now. No issue. Now let's. You can see the line status is stacked. Right. You can see, right? No issue. Now click on this ship confirm. So when you click on the ship confirm, the system will automatically update this sales order information into the receivable, right? And in the auto invoicing, right? So this is our shipment. This is already we have noted that. Now save and close. We have to note down the transportation number over here. I think this is very important. Right, no issue. Now you can check uh, the status. Can go to the manage shipment. Search by the shipment. Search by right now. Go to the line area and you can see the status. The line status is interfaced, right? No issue. Now save and close. So interface means the sales order information interface to our auto invoice table, right? So let's cancel out. And you can also check the sales order status. So how can you check? Click on this navigator, go to the order management, click on this order management and you can check the status. Previously it was the awaiting shipping, right? Now let's check our order. So what is the sales order number? Sales order number is this one. Search it out. Right. So this is our order number. Click on that. Now you can see the status is shipped. Our item and our material is now shipped. Right. So we can create the invoice for this sales order against this sales order. Right. So we have already set the auto invoicing rule for our application. So we have performed one ESS job. Now click on this tools and click on the schedule processes, and we have one job name. Click on the scheduling process, invoice, import auto invoice. Select first one, click OK, and click OK. You can see the import the invoice, credit memo, debit memo, and on account credit from other source system into the Oracle Fusion receivable and validates the imported data. It's okay. Now we have to select our business unit over here. That is US1 business unit. And what is our transaction source? That is nothing but a distributed order or orchestration, right? Now let's click on submit. So after submitting this process 9213, click OK. 9213. Guys, so after completing this process, system will automatically create the invoice in our account receivable, right? Now the import auto invoice gets succeeded. Now let's check our invoice. So we have to go to the receivable, click on that, and go to the billing. Now click on this task list, and we have to manage transactions, right? So what is the business unit, you can say, and we have the transaction source. So this is our distributed order orchestration, and what is the reference? Reference is nothing but our sales order number. So this is our sales order number. Search it. If the invoice is generated by this ESS job, then it will show here. It will display over here. Else you have to again submit the ESS job for the same. So wait for a while. I think the invoice is not created till. So again, we have to go to this schedule process again. Click on this billing. Sorry, we have to go to schedule process under the tools. Click on this navigator. Now go to the tools. We have the schedule processes. Now we have to auto invoice. Import auto invoice. Search it out. Right. Submit. 9227. Okay. Search it out for this process ID. The status is running. Again, click on search. Get succeeded. Now go to the receivable. Click on this navigator. Go to the receivable. Click on this billing. Right. Click on this task lists and click on this manage transactions. So what is the transaction source? That is order station, and what is the sales order number? This is the sales order number, and click on search. Here, the invoice gets created by the system. So this is auto-generated invoice, right? So we have to take this transaction number, right? Copy this one and it's right. So this is our transaction number over here. So we have what we done so far. We have performed this all the things. Now go to the next slide. We have created the auto invoice in the receivable. Now create the return, sales return. So how we create the sales return over here? So can this is done. Click on this navigator and again go to the order management. Go to the order management and we have to search the sales order here. So what is our sales order number? So this is our sales order number. Let's search it out. And under this sales order information, we can see over here the return option is gets enabled, right? Previously it was not enabled because we are not enable the options at the item level and the child inventory level. Now the option gets enabled whenever we status gets closed. After the status gets closed, then this option gets enabled, right? So this is the things over here, right? So what is the quantity we have? The 10 quantity, right? So click on this return and how much quantity you want to return, we have to specify in this this page, right? So this is the return item. How much quantity, how much item quantity you want to return to the organization, right? So we have to set over here. First, we have to set the return type. What is the return type? We have the cancel the item, return material, return only. We have the return for the credit and the return the item, right? So let's select this one. And what is the reason, and you can set over here what is the reason over here. Now I am returning the two quantity, right? So this is the return quantity over here, and we have the return reason. We have the multiple reason over here. You can set, we have the product damage, we have the quality issue, what is the price change, right? You can see over here. Let's check the product damaged. The laptop gets damaged, so we are going to return this item to the inventory back, right? So let's create the order. So this is the original sales order number 99412. Now system will create the return sales order number, right? So this is the item over here, and let's check the shipping methods we have. Let's again select the shipping method. So we have already select our shipping method, and what is the warehouse you can set over here. So this is the shipping detail, no need to worry about it, right? You can set only the things over here, right? So after defining the shipment detail also, we have to validate this, right? So first we have to validate what is the amount over here, right? So order validate completed without any error. Now let's submit so that we system will generate this return sales order number, right? So this is also a sales order number, but this is a return sales order number, right? Let's return sales order number, right? No issue. We have to copy this one again. Now click OK. Now the status is not started. Again, click on this refresh. Status is not started. It should be awaiting receiving, right? Right. So awaiting receiving. Status is awaiting receiving. Now let's receive the quantity from customer to in our inventory area. Which inventory area? The receiving area. And after receive the item and the material from the customer to our receiving area, we can move the item from receiving area to the inventory area. So we have the two type of tasks. So first we perform the receive expected shipment. So done this. So we have to move to the inventory area. So supply chain execution. Go to this one. Click on this inventory management. Click on this task list, go to the receipt. We have the receive expected shipment, so we are going to receive the item from the customer, right? Because the item gets damaged at the customer area, right? Now we have to search by the RMA. RMA is nothing but a return material authorization. So this is our RMA number. Search it out. Right. So this is our details over here. Let's select the uh, record and click on this receive. Right. So we have the document line 1, the quantity 2. Click on this receive. Right. So how much quantity you are going to receive? We are going to receive 2 quantity over here. Right. In the receiving area. So whenever we select the receiving area, we have to define the receiving location, otherwise it will display one error. Right. So again, click on this view column, show all, and we have to define our the receiving location is already selected, that is CTL. So now click on this create receipt. You must provide the value for the receive by attribute. Receive by attribute is where we have the received by, oh, from which person you are going to receive. So we have received by the SCM underscore IMPL. Search it out. Not searching anything. Let's create KC Brown. Not searching over here. So what kind of? Let's click on advanced and continue. We have the KC. Right now, let's SCM. Search it out. So we have lots of SCM now. Now search it out for the KC. KC Brown, right? No issue. Click OK. Now click on this create receipt. Right. Now the receipt is created when we click on this submit icon. We have to note it out this receipt. This is receipt number. Let's copy it. Let's copy this and okay, done. Now we have performed the put away receipt so that our item move from receiving area to in our inventory area, right? So we have to perform this put away receipt. Now search by the receipt number. Search it out. Can search it out. And you can also define the RMA number over here. What is the RMA number? That is our RMA number. Let's delete it and refresh. Let's search it. It's not searching over here. I think can okay, can go to from here. Click on this put away receipt. Search by the receipt number. So we have performed this expected, and let's run this job. Send receipt confirmation, right? I think after that it will reflected over here. So click on this navigator, go to the tools, click on the schedule process, click on this schedule new process, and we have to search is send receipt confirmation, right? So it transmit the receiving transaction to the source system. Click OK. And what is the organization here? We have to define that is US1. It should be. It's not reflecting. Sorry, 001 is our organization. US1 is our business unit, right? What is the source system? So we have the source system is Oracle Fusion Order Orchestration and Planning. And click on Submit. And 9243. Click OK. 243. This is our process ID number. Let's search it out. Status is running. Before submitting this job, the status of this sales order number, it in receive, you can check it out. Let's Go to the new tab. Click on this navigator. Go to the order management. Click on this order management. Search by the sales order number. I think this is our sales order number, and search it out. Status is received, right? I think the job gets succeeded, right? So our item get received in our inventory organization, right? And now we will create the auto credit memo in our account receivable. This is our last task uh, in this sales return. So let's create this. So how we create this one? Again, go to the schedule process, click on the scheduling process, and again we have to perform this auto invoice. Import auto invoice. Select first one, click OK, and click OK. Right, so we have to define the business unit, that is US1 business unit. Transaction is distributed order orchestration, and click submit, and the order number is 24444. Search it out. Status is completed, status is succeeded. Now go to the navigator and let's check our, we have the transaction number here. No, we don't have. Now go to the billing in the receivable. So in the receivable, click on this billing. Click on this task list. Click on this manage transaction. Right, what is the transaction source? That is nothing but a distributed order association. What is the reference number? We have to provide this return sales order number and click on search. If it display, it means the record is not display. We have to again no issue, again go to the click on this one and go to the transaction, sorry, schedule process. Go to the tools and go to the schedule processes. Now let's again submit the auto invoice. Let's import auto invoice. Select the business unit. Select the transaction source. Click on submit. 250. Click OK. Can go to the 250. Search it out. Status is running. Succeeded. Now go to this one and click on search it out. I think we have to perform one or two more times the ECS job so that we can synchronize, and after that the system will create the auto credit memo against this return sales order, right? No issue. Now we have the next topic is real-time supply update. So what do you mean by the real-time supply update? So whenever we create the sales order, so uh, we have to map our order management application to the inventory application, right? So that we can capture, we can say we can see the uh, on hand quantity in our application, right? So we have to perform one job name is this. You can see they run collect planning data and run refresh and start the order promising server. So whenever you create any inventory item, inventory, sub inventory, we have to perform this ESS job, right? So that our inventory organization and inventory application and the order application get mapped, get synchronized, right? After submitting this to ESS job, right? And whenever you create item and anything else in there, right? So that our order management get fetch the information, get fetch the item written information on and quantity and all the things, and based on this ESH job, right? But whenever we create the item and suppose we uh, create the miscellaneous receipt so that we increase the on hand quantity in our application. So uh, apart from that ESS job, we have one more ESS job, that is real time supply update, right? So only the addition in the item, you can only perform the real time supply update, right? Only the item, right? But whenever you create the inventory, whenever you create the sub inventory and all item, so at that time we have to provide these two things, right? So suppose we create the sales order, right? Let's uh, discuss one scenario. We create the sales order and we check the on hand quantity is 500 and the order requirement is 600. So we don't have the 100 quantity, but somehow we know that we have 100 quantity in our inventory. So he and she create the sales order based on the on hand quantity. So somehow the application not updated and the 100 quantity in our application, the system failed while creating the sales order. So at that time we can create the miscellaneous receipt and you can increase our on hand quantity in our application, right? At that time we can perform only one ESS job, that is real time supply update, right? So we will discuss whole scenario in our application, right? So let's move to our application. Right. So done. So can go to the first we will check the on and quantity in our application. So how we can check? So click on this navigator and go to the supply chain execution. Click on this inventory management. Click on this task list and we have the inventory show task. Click on this manage item quantities where you can see the on and quantity in our application. You can see the on and quantity, the receiving quantity, receiving area quantity, inbound quantity, right? So first we have to select our item, that is S46336. Select the item, click OK, and we have the inventory organization 001. Let's search it out. Right. So you can see we have the on and quantity is 193. Under the sub inventory we have the stores, right? This is our sub inventory, and this is our inventory organization 001, right? We have this noted down. The item, sorry, item, that is AS 463336 is on hand quantity is 193, right? And you can view the item availability. Suppose it's showing the on hand quantity, but somehow from this quantity some quantity already reserved for this sales order, you can see over here. So nothing is in the receiving area, and you can see the receiving area. So how much quantity is available for the reserve? We have 193 quantity is available to reserve, right? Now let's create a sales order and we reserve the whole quantity, more than this quantity. We'll see this scenario. If this is the on hand quantity and we are going to create this sales order greater than the on hand quantity, right? So click OK, again OK. So now let's create one sales order. Click on this navigator, go to the order management, click on this order management and click on this create order. So what is our customer? There's nothing but a business world. Business world is our customer, and based on this customer information, all the information gets fetched. Now let's select our business unit, US1 business unit, US1 business unit, right? Right, now let's select the item over here. Item is S46336. Select the record, click OK. Right. So this sales order uh, display this this item is in our stock, but how much quantity we have we don't know, right? So add, right? So how much quantity we have in our inventory we don't know, right? So we have 193 suppose, and we are going to uh, create for the 200 quantity. Suppose we have the 200 quantity in our sales order. The salesperson don't know how much quantity we have in our inventory, right? So let's quantity is 200. So this is our sales order quantity. Let's define over here. This is sales order quantity. It is 200, right? No issue. Sorry. Now let's define this shipping details over here. Firstly, what is the shipping method? You can set over here. Suppose we have the uh, customer store picking today. Search it out. Search it again. right? We have the, yes, FedEx Air Worldwide Express. Click OK. In the same way, we have warehouse 001, right? So everything is done. Now our total price is this one. Let's click on this validate, right? So you're saved, yes. Right. So you can see user must enter the value for the billing to location attribute. You must enter the billing customer. I think there should be the user define the validation failed to follow action. You cannot submit the order because fulfillment line is missing payment term. Everything is done. Shipment method is done. Shipping is also done. Supply is this one. Click on this. It's not mandatory field over here, so we have to define bill to location and bill to customer. So where is bill to customer and bill to location? In general, we have issue. Let's column and show all. We don't have bill to and all things. Bill to I think here, right? I think is here. Bill to payment term. Column show all. Let's define payment term is net 30. It should be okay, right? I think that's can validate. Yes. This is bill to location, bill to location, bill to customer, payment and order validation, right? So this is the payment, and click on this one, click on show all. This is bill to customer, bill to location, right? Where is bill to location? There is nothing is bill to location over here. Let's cancel out, create new one. Create. Now let's select the business unit over here. US1 business unit. Now let's select our business world. Right. Now select the item. Item is hash 46336. This is a serial item over here provided by the Oracle. Right click on this side. Now let's create 200 quantity. Right, click on the shipment. Let's select the shipment method. That is search. Again search. This is Friday overnight. Click OK. Click on this supply. Let's select 001 is our warehouse. Now let's validate this. See, the order validation accepted without error. Right. Now click submit. It will create a sales order number. So this is our sales order number. Copy it and let's paste it in the sales order number. Right. Can click OK. Now you can check the status is scheduled and click on this refresh. Again click on this refresh. Status is scheduled. See, it's display one error, right? So what is the error you have when we hover on this one? I think it should display Moira. So click on this action and we have to go to the name is switch to fulfillment view, where you can see what is the issue over here, the message, right? Right, so this is the message over here. What is the message? And you can click on that. It will be display error. So the reservation was not created because the reservation quantity is greater than the available to reserve quantity. So because the reservation quantity is 200, that is greater than this available reserve quantity, right? This is the on-hand quantity. So this is the error over here, right? And you can also check how we can check. Click on this fulfillment and we have expanded. Right, no issue. and we have the fulfillment line. This is the order line we have, right? So you can see over here all the things. Now click on this fulfillment line. Now click on this. It's not, no issue, done. So what will you do? So we have to uh, again create increase the on and quantity, right? So how we can increase the on and quantity over here, right? So click on this navigator, go to the inventory management, and we have the task name is miscellaneous transaction. Click on this task list and click on this miscellaneous transaction, right? So 001 is our inventory organization, right? So click on this type, go to the miscellaneous receipt, click yes, click on add line, now this is our item, click OK, and we have to select our sub inventory so that we can increase the on hand quantity in this inventory. This is a store, right? How much quantity? Let's suppose we insert 200 quantity and click on submit. Sorry, we have to define the account over here, so it will display one error, no issue. Right. Click on this account. Now select the account. That is, you can select as per your requirement. Click OK and submit. Right, note the transaction proceed with the no error. So to update this quantity in the order manage application, we have to run this collect planning data and refresh and start order promising server. So now without running this ESS job, we can submit the ESS job name is real time supply update, and this job will update the order management application and information related to the item, then it will update it, right? And if you create some inventory, inventory, sub inventory, so at that time we have to run this collection process, right? And if you only related to items, so you can update the information in order management by submitting the job name is real-time supply update. So now let's perform. Click on this task list and go to the tools. Click on the schedule process. We have to run one. He says job name is. Click on the schedule new process. That is start real time supply update, right? This is start the process that periodically update the supply data read by the Oracle Fusion Global Order Promising Engine, right? With the latest data from the planning data repository. Okay, submit. And you can also schedule this job. So 262. Okay, so 262. So it will display a warning, no issue. It is submitted, right? Now go to this one and click on action and create. We have one more task. We have to again submit for the reservation. So switch to fulfillment, and I think we have the action and reserve. Click on this one, and this will right. So again fail because lines are error. We have to refresh it. Right now, can uh, click for reserve. So the required action was completed. Action as reserved, right? No issue. Can refresh it. Now create new one. Let's create order. I think no need to worry about. I think we will create after some time, right? So this is the process. We can create it, right? So this is the supply, real-time supply update, right? So this is about today's session. We can wind up now. So thanks for attending this session. Thank you so much.
Recording stopped.
String.